So we have the official trailer for Bandar, and I'm late to it, but already there are a lot of controversies around it, and it's Anurag Kashyap film, so it makes sense. Totally on brand. So let's see what they have gone with. Like we saw, there's gonna be a sexual misconduct allegation on him, and he's going to jail in. But what is the controversy that is taking over social media? So let's have a look.
Hey baby, what are you doing? Wish I could see
Reading
you
his chat.
now in your towel. I'm fucking hard. तेरा खड़ा हो गया? No, लड़की बोलती है no. No means no.
सिर्फ बात समझ।
बच्चन साहब बोला है no means no. बोला कि नहीं? चल तो फिर मैं अपनी बेचता हूँ। बात तुम क्या बेचता है? बाबूराव।
My God.
किससे डर लगता है?
अपने आप से।
क्यों?
कभी मुझे लगता है कि मैं बहुत अच्छा इंसान हूँ। कभी लगता है कि मैं बहुत बुरा और घटिया किस्म का आदमी हूँ।
और किससे डर लगता है?
कि लोग मुझे भूल जाएंगे।
मैं नहीं भूलूंगी। सुंदर होता है।
हाँ, स्कूल में सब कहते थे मैं हीरो बनूंगा।
मैं बनाऊंगी तुम्हें हीरो।
Quite.
हर अखबार के फर्स्ट पेज पे हमारी फोटो होगी।
Oh my God. Okay. Uh-oh. That's not what he wanted though.
समीर मेहरा, चल थाने चल बुलाया तेरे को।
मुझे बताइए मैंने किया क्या है?
Look at those films.
376 लगा है तेरे को। रेप, ब्लैकमेल, एक्सटॉर्शन।
वो लड़की झूठी है, मुझ पे झूठा इल्जाम लगा रही है।
20-25 साल की जवान लड़कियों को लेकर घूमता है।
मेरे पैसे उसके पास।
लड़की का नंगा फोटो मंगाता है, फिर उसको ब्लैकमेल करता है भोसड़ी के।
Oh my God.
She's a stalker, sir. मुझे बार-बार मैसेज
What?
करती रहती थी वो।
Okay.
मेरा गला दबाव है।
Your brother an idiot?
Yes.
All right.
अंदर बोलना 302 में आया है मर्डर में, वरना नो चलेंगे तुझे।
Okay.
जेल में जा भी तेल ऐसा पकड़ के कच्चा घूम करा है हेल से बदतर पिता।
That's actually how the jails are. Oh my God.
हमने कुछ किया है या नहीं किया?
Ooh.
किसी को लंड फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
Oh my God.
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया। मैंने किसी का रेप नहीं किया।
Easy. Okay, it's gonna be a crazy edgy film.
मुझे अब तक इतना ही समझ में आया है कि हम खुद ही अपनी सर्कस के बंदर हैं।
Okay. Did you notice this? Bandar comes and then, the lines come, which can be the jail, right? The, what do you call? The poles of the jail, or क्या बोलते हैं यार उसको? सलाखें. Basically, so you can see that in the animation of the title. Interesting. But the Anurag Kashyap film again back with a very different, topic of something that has been happening a lot, right? Like we saw, which was it film? Section 376 only, right? Which Akshay Khanna was the lawyer and everything, and they also raised issue about. There are, of course, the law is made to protect women, and they also face harassment and all these things. That's why the law is there, but it is also misused many times. And we have seen cases like that, even in divorce cases. Even like I found a very interesting thing that if you are married and your wife has an affair and she has a kid, that kid is yours lawfully. Like in terms of law, that kid cannot be someone else's. You have to even DNA test, nothing. The law doesn't have a provision that can say that the child belongs to someone else, because our law believes that a woman's modesty and she will never do something like this. So it's out of question. So it doesn't matter DNA test happens or not, it will not be considered as a proof or something. So on that basis, you cannot really ask for a divorce. You have to take care of the kid even if it's not yours. So that's how effed up the system is in gender laws. And I don't know, like laws are always made to protect someone, but then they are misused to harass someone. And I think this is where the story revolves around. Maybe not, maybe he is culprit, or maybe he is not, he's a victim of everything that's happening. That way I think we'll find out even when the film comes out. But it is a very, very big gray area where I think that's why the controversy has happened. It's very hard to say right and wrong, right? These things happen behind closed doors. shows. You don't have a CCTV camera to prove anything. Then you have to just assume on what people are saying, and an assumption comes bias. You always say the woman is right and man is wrong, and if the man is very powerful, then you say, oh, the powerful guy is always wrong and the other person is a victim. So that's how the bias always retains. That's why justice, Lady Justice is blind, right? She doesn't see any bias. There's a victim, there's an accused, and that's how you want to show evidence to prove what is right, what is wrong, right? So that's why it's a very interesting area, and to see Anurag Kashyap delving into it. And it's not written by him. He mostly writes his own stuff, and he writes for this also, but this time is someone else's written work, and it's written by one of the makers of Patal Lok and Abhishek Banerjee, which is in the comments I got last time that it's not the same Abhishek Banerjee, the actor and the casting director, so it's someone else. So not sure. But interesting that Anurag Kashyap has taken this film and he's made it. Also, it's interesting of casting Bobby Deol in this role, which I think the character of don't want to be forgotten, and that whole angle of making a comeback, I guess, and going crashing down, kind of there is an element of it coming from his personal life to it. So it was interesting that he did this film, and he's now really into do good roles and work, and just don't want to sit idle and just be a superstar. So he has totally let go of that thing and into just want to do good work. And that's good to see. This film has been out for a long time in film festivals, so I think last year Mami or somewhere it was shown. People have seen this film, and now finally it's coming out in theaters, so looking forward to it on 5th June. What do you think? Does this look interesting to you? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time.